But no, seriously, I'm back with another makeup video, and for today's makeup video, I'm not sure what we're going to do, so we're just going to put makeup on my face and then see what the results are, and then from there we're going to pick the title, because if I'm being quite honest, I do have makeup looks. I say this every time. I just don't know what I want to do. I kind of like to do my makeup to fit the vibe that I am for the day, and for today I'm just kind of feeling... You feel me? But no, seriously, I have no idea, you know. And I do have a couple of makeup looks in the drafts that I want to recreate, but I kind of wanted to be in the mood for them. So I'm not really in the mood for any of them now, so now we're just here. So let's get into it. I'm gonna jolly pop, of course. Oh, I just did my hair, if you do not notice. My hair's done first. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I want to put 2 clips in, but I do not want... I want to put 2 clips in, but I do not want my hair to be dinted. So we're just going to hope I get no makeup on my hair. Okay. Wow. One time in elementary school, I was in like 1st grade. What is the accent anymore? One time in 1st grade, I met this girl named Beyonce. Kid you not, same name. Beyonce had just coming out. How do you have her name? She just came out. We're like, what year was that? Had to be like 2010. Like, please. 15 years ago? No, that was way more than 15 years ago. That was like, I don't even know. Sometime before 2010. I'm not sure the year Beyonce became famous, but like, okay, she's been famous in the 90s. But still, like, what are you doing? Like, there's no way your mom named you Beyonce. Like, anywho, moving forward in life. Could you imagine how many Beyoncés there probably are now? I just hate when, for some reason, the makeup brush I need is just not to be found. Okay. But I was literally just doing my hair, jamming to music, and that jam sesh was so good, I kind of just want to continue the jam sesh. But then I looked, I'm like, oh, baby, it's time for you to get a new video out. Which I have a new video, I just don't really like, I'm not fully happy with it. So now we're on to this video, and yeah. But at work, they switched my hours, and I have to get to work an hour early, which was already hard for me to get to work at the time that I had to get at work. And now I'm just pissed. I'm just pissed off, honestly, because, like, no. But we have a new head person over our whole thing, over our whole company. And it's just like, ever since she's been here, everything's been changing. It's like, girl, I guess she's trying to run, like, a really good business. I get you, but it's just a 9 to 5. Like, so, as you guys know, Love Island is over. And if you've been keeping up with my past couple of videos, you will know that I've been talking about Love Island and I've been watching the show, so I guess it's only right that I give you guys my thoughts on like the finals and the final reunion. Not the final reunion, the reunion didn't come out yet, so I guess it isn't the final, but my thoughts on the winner and whatnot. So if you have not watched, I am gonna spoil it. And yeah, so Amaya is the winner. Okay, cool. Love Amaya being the winner. The thing is, we all decided that Amaya was going to be the winner before she even got with Brian. So now everybody's acting surprised and they're like, oh, y'all picked Amaya out of pity, y'all picked her out of this, y'all picked her out of that. No, sis. We were watching the show and she just seems this far to be one of the only people that genuinely wanted to be there just for love or just for like a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gave... Nothing about it gave strategic, I'm trying to win, this is that and the third. Now, probably towards the end, she was probably thinking about that bag. But in the beginning, she was the only one not thinking about that bag. And we're supposed to vote for people who are there for love. Now, she might have not found love, but we know she was there for it. And that was good enough for us, because at the time, everybody else was just playing the game. And we were tired. We were just tired of the game. So, yeah. Alandra ended up with Nick. And a lot of people have something to say about that too. How I feel about Nick, I genuinely don't know yet. You know, I think there's a certain type of men that's like psychotic, and he might fit that. He might fit it. You know what I mean? You know, he might fit the... But realistically, we don't know if he likes Alandria or not, and I guess we won't know to the end. A lot of people is like, Nick... I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about Nick, honestly. But I like Alandria, so we just trust her judgment. You know what I mean? We're just gonna trust her judgment. And if it is all fake, Alandria is gonna find herself another man, so that won't even matter. But hey, that's how I feel about Nick. Them together, he probably did like her since the beginning, because there has been moments where he has been trying to, you know, get closer and closer to her throughout the show. And she was all like, oh my gosh, I just didn't know. I was so oblivious. Okay, cool. But they're still together, so I guess it was kind of working out for them. As for Iris and Pepe, Iris went completely, she ran back to her man. And I'm pretty sure Pepe ran back to Hannah. Even though it was not confirmed, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Now, Ace and Shelly. I did 100% want Ace and Shelly to be in the finals. I am 100% on board with that. That's just kind of how I wanted it to be. It did not end up that way, but I was voting Ace and Shelly or Amaya because they just seem like the only couples there that could have been there possibly for actual genuine love. And I know there's other contestants like Alandria that was also there for love, but it's like you have not fallen in love on the show for us to choose you. And I know like she's with Nick, but they have not been together long enough for us to really justify if that's love or not. And it's so crazy how like the viewers get to choose who's the best love couple, because like who are we to really decide what's your feeling? But reality TV, everyone, reality TV. As for Taylor and Clark, I like Clark, okay? Don't know how I feel about Taylor, but apparently, according to Alandria, Taylor was portrayed differently on TV than he actually is in real life. But I mean, go off. She wasn't really defending him. She was defending herself, because everybody was trying to make it seem like she was just a random pick-me. And she's like, no, sweetie, you don't even know the full story. And so, yeah. But I still just don't really like Taylor. Please. I kind of like Clark though, even though I felt like there was a point where she was trying to pick with Alandria, like she wanted it a little bit, but Alandria was just not going, like, we're not gonna fight over this man. And I just feel like they had their little cute comments to each other and they kept it cute. They kept it cute, kept the P, and now we're moved on. Now let's talk about the drama of the freaking season. Huda. Woo! What I feel about Huda, truly, she probably is a little emotionally manipulative. 100%. I don't know if it was my last video or if it was on TikTok, but Huda just reminds me of like the girl who cried wolf. It's just like you cry so much, we don't even know what to believe anymore. It's just like, you're always crying. Like, stop freaking crying. And it's Huda literally is always crying. Like, she's always crying. I have to keep repeating it because that's how annoying it is. She's just always crying. Love girlies who have feelings, but damn. Like, I don't even want to listen to you talk. I really don't. Because I just know it's just going to end with, like, this guilt trip. Like, it gets to a point where you just have to change. Like, you just can't, like, you're going to everybody for help, but you need to go to yourself. You need to go to God. Okay? There's only so much we can do. That's just how I feel about Huda. I feel like she's definitely manipulating correctly. I think a lot of people like Huda because, you know, of that sympathy role. But me personally, she's calculated. And I think people are just starting to see that she's calculated. And yeah. I also feel like she was wrong for the Shelly thing. I'm sorry. If you don't know the tea about the Shelly thing, this freaking story, the heart rate challenge that's haunted everybody. There's this game on Love Island where people play, and they basically, well, the whole cast plays it, and they basically try to, like, seduce each other through dance. But it's, like, fun dance. It's just, like, a silly little game. Like, it's cutesy. It's cutesy and adorable. It's just, like, something that you'd probably do with your friends for fun, but like without the actual heart rate equipment. But anyways, everybody gets, it's basically you dance, and then whoever's heart rate goes up the highest means you win. If you turn the most people on, I guess, and get their heart rate up the highest, you win. And Huda, everybody's coupled up by this point. Huda decides to go to her best friend and her sister's man and decide to lay him on the ground and dance all over him. Shelly felt some type of way with that, but by this time Shelly had not one but two men that both know the situation. They both were pursuing her and they both didn't care. But when it came to after, all of a sudden they care. Now all of a sudden they just, she needs to decide and she needs to do this and she needs to do that. But before, it was none of that. It was, oh, I'm gonna give you your time, you can choose who you wanna choose, I want you to pick me. But it's after she got mad one time at a girl for being on her man, they both got pissed. So the significance in this is that Huda was coupled up with one of Shelly's men, but then she chose the other man to dance on. It's just like, do you want to be me? Or like, why are you copying me? Like, why are you following my every move? Like, why are you ruining her? But then she made everybody seem like, oh, I'm just dancing on this one so that she could pick this one because I think she liked this one more. And I want her to be with this one. So I did this all for her. But really, she left the show and said, I did this all for myself because I really liked this one. But I couldn't get to this one because you were mainly with this one. So I had to deal with this one. But like, if you want this one, you could take this one. Because I don't really like this one anymore. And I thought I did when I peeped that he picked me and not you. But now since he picked me, I don't really want him anymore. That's just kind of how the storyline goes. And it's just like, baby girl, baby, Sugarfoot, Sweet Cheeks, what is going on? Like, you could have just, she could have made it so much easier if she would have just told Shelly, like, oh, I want to couple up and blah, 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 and they could have went from there. But no, you decided to play this game and make it seem like it was a competition. And, like, I guess it is a competition in theory, but, like, the competition is to win the money and love, not to have a competition against, like, who's the girl. Like, who's the girl? You know what I mean? Anyways, I used a new concealer today. The concealer I used is Black Radiance, which I used it before when they used to have it at Walmart, and I just got it from Aldi's of all places, and I didn't even know Aldi's had makeup. So, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they carry this. I've been looking for this concealer for forever, but they only had this one shade, and I just refused to pass it up. So I had to go ahead and get the shade that's a little lighter, especially in the summertime for me, but I don't care. I'm just happy with my decision. I'm just happy with it. But I'm gonna show you guys how it looks in 1 second. Ugh, it feels good to get pretty and get cute and get glam. The gag is tomorrow's gonna be 90 degrees and I'm probably gonna sweat. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon, then I put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes. Only real ones know exactly what that's from. Okay. iCarly, Zoe 101, or Victorious. Me personally, I love Victorious. You cannot make me hate Victorious. I also love iCarly because, like, iCarly is just iconic. And who would not like iCarly? I loved Zoe 101. Back in the day, I would say Zoe 101 is my favorite, but we've blossomed and we've grown to just Victorious over everything, honestly. And of all the shows I wanted to do a reboot, I really wanted it to be Victorious. Like, I really wanted Victorious to do a reboot. I'm not even kidding. Like, I wanted that reboot, that at least a movie, because it's like they're all still young looking, they're all still beautiful. Like, they can work something out, but some of them are traumatized, and we don't want to force nobody to relive trauma for our happiness, you know? But it's like, I feel like they low-key want Victorious, they low-key want a reboot too, because they just keep, like, teasing us with stuff. For eyes, I fear I'm going to do something simple, so I'm just going to take my bronzer instead of an eyeshadow, and we're going to put that on. Yeah, we're gonna put this on my crease. Sometimes you gotta give yourself the raccoon eyes. And now, do I want to go in for shimmer? This is just too yellow. It's gonna just piss. I think I'm gonna go with like a brown shimmer that's actually my skin tone. Maybe a little bit lighter. Okay, I'm back and I'm better. It's been a little bit of time, so the makeup isn't really hitting the same. I put on lashes. These are the lashes that I use. I use 1/16 and all 14s, and I should have used all 16s. But yeah.